Hey, welcome in. I'm Mercurius, but you can call me Mer. Everyone else does. Yeah, I got the same room as you, apparently. Did you choose the key specifically, or. I just picked it at random. Sure, in these circumstances, it would be better to carefully select a roommate that doesn't pose a threat to you, but I guess I love a little bit of a gamble. You aren't just going to stay there all day, are you? What's wrong? You don't trust me? I understand. Listen, I know this place is, suffice to say, rather freaky. And assuming everyone can be a threat to you is probably the most sane option. But put it like this. Would you rather sleep in the hallways where you have no protection whatsoever, or in your room? At least having to deal with one roommate doesn't sound like an impossibility compared to facing the entire class alone. And if you get lucky, that roommate might actually be trustworthy. Am I getting through? Good. I wouldn't want to spend God knows how much time convincing you that you can, in fact, trust me. Or finding a different roommate, or. Well, in any case, you saved me quite a lot of trouble. Come in, get your bearings. I'll sort my stuff too. Let me just. Now at least no curious eyes will peek inside and watch whatever we're up to. What are you staring at? Something on my back? your your expression tells a lot, you know. I can say with 99% certainty that you have never seen a kitsune before. How inappropriate. Oh, come on, I'm just teasing you. Go, unpack your stuff first, and then we'll chat. All right, finished? Good. So, what brings you here? To the MCU, I mean. Mind Control University isn't the first thing that comes to mind when talking about education. I know you were invited. Everyone was, essentially. You still could have refused. Especially if you knew beforehand what this place is. You didn't? Well, guess they stopped providing brochures to the students before sending them to orientation. In any case, you're here now, which means you accepted the challenge, so to speak. And essentially all the risks coming with it. Losing your free will and mind to whoever chooses you as their target. If you don't strike first and all that jazz. This system is kind of. I don't know how to put it. I can't say that I dislike it, but it could be more forgiving. The whole battle royale aspect is honestly a little silly. You either find a victim to brainwash and secure yourself a graduation after a year, or you become someone's pet. Maybe, if you're lucky, you can save your free will without any brainwashing with proper scheming. But the chances are slim. It doesn't leave much wiggle room for people who just want to learn and not participate in mind control battles. Oh well. Me? I have my reasons to be here. I could tell you, but it would require quite a lot of explaining. Something tells me you aren't very familiar with fox spirits and such. Legends, you say? Well, if people say something along the lines of these creatures love pranking people, playing tricks on them, adept at illusions and hypnosis, well, they would be correct. It's not that far from the truth, just a little too generalized. Well, most of the myths and stories are based on reality. I am adept at magic, especially illusions. Observe. You can touch it if you want to. It won't burn. I'm just creating the image of heat and light in my hand. The orb itself isn't actually there. Tricking your senses is the first step of a successful illusion. Amazing! Oh, you flatter me. This isn't even complicated. A really powerful illusion would make you wholeheartedly believe that it's real. You could touch, smell, taste it, even magically scan it, and the results would all seem genuine. However, simple illusions as this are still useful as a distraction. Oh my, that got you good. You almost jumped. You were sitting there all nice and relaxed, watching me explain the basics, and you didn't even notice my tail's moving. Come to think of it, that's not a good sign. What do I mean? Well, we are at the MCU. If something as silly as this could distract you and make you all dazed, imagine what a serious attempt at mind controlling you could achieve. Oh, come on. If I wanted to, I would have put you under my control already. You aren't familiar with magic at all. Otherwise, you would have noticed my spell hitting you. When, you might ask? When when you were standing in the doorway. You looked panicked enough to sprint away, and that would be rather unwise. So, I simply used a calming charm on you. That way, we would have some time to talk in our room without any unnecessary interruptions from outside. That's it. You have my word. I know it doesn't make you trust me more. Quite the opposite. I did what I had to do to ensure your own safety. From what I've gathered, you had no idea what was going on here until orientation. I don't want to randomly hypnotize my classmates. That's not my priority. Nor does it help me achieve my goals. What I do want is a safe relationship in this place. A friend. And I can't have my roommate running off into the halls, potentially getting captured by someone and brainwashed, threatening my safety as well. If they get you to let them in, I would be in danger too. Do you understand now? Alright, good. I wouldn't want this to grow into a conflict, but I do need to ensure my safety as well, if I can. Freezing place. Oh, quit it. I told you what this place is. I have to do this. I can't risk being compromised. Besides, I think you'd enjoy it. Not everyone gets to be hypnotized by a kitsune, you know? Don't worry. I won't do anything cruel. I'll just make sure you sink into trance whenever I need you to. And obey me if I ask you to do something for me. Plus some safety measures. So, even if you get captured and brainwashed by our wonderful classmates, they won't discover anything important. If you let me do it, I could also try implanting a suggestion in your mind to make you run here whenever you're in danger. That way, if you ever get into trouble, I could at least help you. I already told you. I don't want you running around like a headless chicken. So, you let me hypnotize you, and in return, I offer you my protection. Deal? Thank you. I know I'm not giving you much of a choice, but it's better than being brainwashed by someone who doesn't give a shit about you and just want to collect subs or get the graduation point. Now, let's get down to business. Look into my eyes. Don't fight it. Just stare straight into my eyes while my tails gently sway back and forth behind my back. I know you like them. You've been looking at my pretty, fluffy tails since you stepped inside our room. I suppose I'm quite alluring, especially to someone who has never seen a fox girl before. Relax. You've got nothing to be afraid of. You've already made your decision subconsciously. I already told you. You can't resist me. There's no point. I'm a sorceress. If I want to, I can put you under in a matter of seconds. So, just keep looking into my eyes and feel yourself slowly sinking into them. Let my tails wrap you up nice and cozy as you relax. Yes, let yourself sink into my eyes. Sink into my tails. Let your body go limp as you stare and listen. Listen and submit. You can feel yourself getting drowsy, getting sleepy. That's perfectly fine. You've stressed too much. You are tired. Keep listening and keep sinking. You know what's coming. You are dropping into trance. Slowly, surely, it's inevitable. My tails brushing your head, brushing your thoughts, your worries away, brushing your mind into blankness. That's it. Keep staring, keep sinking into my eyes as your mind goes blank. Empty, eyes fluttering, eyelids getting heavier. So sleepy, so tired. Yawn for me. Just let it happen. I know you want it. Everyone who comes here is somewhat familiar with hypnosis. Perhaps you simply wanted to get away from your concerns. Everyone does, to an extent. I can sense your curiosity, your anticipation. You're almost there, on the edge of trance, just dancing to the tune of my words. My voice tugs on those strings, making your mind melt and submit. You can't help it but listen and fall. Fall for me. Look into my eyes and fall into trance. Now. Sleep. Sleep. So deep. So easy to go down, down, down. Completely limp and relaxed in my arms. A ragdoll in my tails. It's like being wrapped in a soft, cozy blanket. Free your mind and thoughts. That's it. Blank and obedient for me. Don't worry your pretty little head about anything. Just let me guide you. Let me take full, complete control. I'll be a gentle mistress for you. Go deeper now. Deeper into a trance for me. Sink into your role, pet. A role of an entranced, submissive human in my grasp. Something I bet you enjoy. Deeply inside your subconscious mind. Open your mind for me and let it go to sleep. Consciousness is shutting down in 3, 2, 1. Sleep for me. Sleep. 2. Getting more and more awake, refreshed. 3. Feeling light and energetic. 4. Almost there. 5. Wake up. Open your eyes and wake up. Welcome back, pet. Did you enjoy our little session? Oh, I bet you did. Stop pretending. I can see your blush. Oh, don't worry. Our agreement is still in full force. I just implanted a couple of suggestions in you, as well as a defensive mechanism, in case you fall into trance outside my supervision. And by that I mean, whenever you do, you will ignore any orders except mine. Inform me by any means immediately and go straight to our room. It may not help if you get kidnapped, but it can give me enough time to find help. I've already put my contact info into your phone. I'd say you were quite cooperative while under my spell. Listen, don't worry about it. We have done what was necessary. We can just chat for the remainder of the evening. Or do whatever, explore the library, visit the campus. I can always play a little more with your mind if you want to. Just remember, we have classes tomorrow, so what's your choice? Oh, I'll behave, of course. But the offer is still there. Last 30 minutes or so were quite pleasant for you, judging by your own reactions. As for myself, I think I'll go take a shower. These bathrooms better be amazing and suited for fox fur. Feel free to call me if anything urgent arises. See you in a bit, pet. Hey, roomie. You got the books? I see. Good job. How was the trip to the library? Did everything go according to my calculations? So Charlotte, I think that's her name, tried to put another one of our classmates under. I wonder, what's her game? From what intel I've gathered, she never even tried to hypnotize her roommates. I mean, that's fair. Nobody would want to mess with an undead after all. And anyone who was tranced by her doesn't remember a thing. Yet, no changes in her attitude or behavior can be observed. Is she just planting sleeper agents around? But for what purpose? She had to report at least one of them as a successful enslavement, unless... Whatever. I need more information for this to make sense. Did you report her to Dean Mesmera? You're one sneaky little bastard. Well done. With this, our witch should be much more careful, and that grants us more time to disrupt other schemes. You've been a very helpful investigation partner lately. You know that? Oh, is that a blush I see? A slight shy smile? Come on, roomie. Accept some praise for once. You were very helpful. And a very good pet. Come here. Kneel. Good pet. Sit beside me and let me head pat you while I think. I need to plan ahead with the data we've gathered so far. You know, I could never have guessed that my orientation gamble would pay off so soon. It's far easier to sneak around and observe when I'm not worried about my only ally backstabbing me. Remember how on the very second day, right after Miss Meme's class, that ninja girl tried to hypnotize you? What was her name again? Fumi... Hime... whatever. The key point is, she succeeded to do it right under everyone's noses. Which I have to give her credit for. Being that stealthy is pretty damn impressive. She just didn't account for the fact that as soon as you fell into trance, you started running back towards our room. You should have seen her face. If I was a bit more smooth, I would have photographed it. Well, I can't have it all. I was quite preoccupied in that moment, following you, misdirecting our tracks so nobody could pursue us and all that. Because I care about you, you idiots. I offered you my protection, remember? It's only been one bloody week and we've already been through at least 3 attempts at brainwashing us both. I told you, even before I hypnotized you the first time, I want a friend here, not a mindless slave or something. Why do you think I immediately got to reprogramming and checking on you as soon as we were in our room? Now, stop being a moron and asking dumb questions, or else I'll wipe your mind clean. Unless, of course, you want me to play with your brain. Considering we still have homework to do. What was it again? Bring a person into trance via any chosen method? Wasn't that what Miss Meme assigned us? Right. She also stated that it should be a hypnotic induction, not just a spell or drug. Oh, of course I could just trigger you. But that wouldn't be nearly as fun, would it? No. You'd prefer it to be slow, burning you from the inside, stirring your craving until it boils, until you are ready to beg me for the sweet release of submission. But I wouldn't do that, not until you ask nicely. You think I'm joking? You seem to forget who you're talking to, pet. I am a Kitsune, a notorious trickster. I thrive upon mischief, wrapping people around my pretty little finger while they can't figure out what is going on. Right now, for example, you think you're talking to me, while in reality, I'm already behind you. Oh, what's that? Can't move. It's a good thing you're this good at forgetting things I order you to forget. This trigger I install. Let's say that from now on, you can't escape my tails. They freeze you in place the moment they touch your skin. Quite convenient, don't you think? When? Why does it even matter, pet? You're in my power now. Get used to it. I'm going to do all kinds of evil, unspeakable things with you. Like toying with your mind until you're just a melty, submissive puddle on the floor, begging me to put you under over and over. You don't like how it sounds? Wow, you really are a good liar if that's so. Every time I trounced you, you were blushing and telling me how good it feels afterwards. Oh, come on now. Don't make it difficult for us both. I know you want it. And we also need our homework done. After this, it'll be your turn. I want to see how much you've learned and if I'd be able to resist it. Of course, I'll let you win. Eventually. But that would have to wait. Right now, you're all mine, and I'll do whatever I want with you. Deep breaths now, in and out. Focus on my tails. Focus on the sound they make when brushing your head. Their soft, silky fur touching, tickling, and gliding along your skin. So soft, so fluffy, brushing all your thoughts away. Just relax, pet. You don't need your smart little head right now. Melt into my embrace. Let your body go limp in my arms as your head is being brushed into oblivion. Good. Very good. Aren't you feeling sleepy? Of course you are. You've done so much for me today. You're tired. You're exhausted even. Feeling your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. So hard to keep them open when my mellow, soothing voice is dragging them down with every word. My tail slowing your thoughts down to a crawl. Oh, aren't you a sweet little thing? Still trying to resist me? How cute. Forget about it. There is no going back now. Your mind is already melting like snow in the sun, ready to be molded by my elegant hands. Let go. Relax for me, Rumi, and sink for me. Sink for me. That's it. Let your eyes close. Sleep. That's right. Back under my spell. Back into obedience. It feels so nice to be here, doesn't it? Perhaps I'll allow you to remember it this time. Perhaps not. I haven't decided yet. But you shouldn't worry. You're safe in my arms. Safe in my tail. Sink into my tail. Sink into sleep. Sleep. Three, waking up slowly at your own pace. Two, almost there, buddy. One, wake up. Wake up now. Welcome back. How do you feel? That's okay. I didn't really intend on you forgetting it, to be honest. There isn't any new suggestions or trigger this time either. I decided it's just not really fitting today. After all, I hypnotized you mostly for the homework assignment. Yes, because I like hypnotizing you too. But when I want to mess with your mind, I want to do it on my terms. Not because the teacher said so, if you catch my drift. Alright, I did what I needed to. Now it's going to be your turn. No, you can't just ignore the teachers if you don't want to end up being enslaved to them. A very unwise move, if I say so myself. Come on, go get your bearings. Take whatever tools you need. I promise you, I won't resist, trick you, or in any case stop you. I won't even laugh. I'll play along this once. I want you to succeed at learning too. So, go ahead. I'll be waiting. Reflection, foxfire, reveal an illusion. What was that? Sorry, I was too caught up in this book. Thank you for getting it, by the way. The spells described in it are absolutely fascinating. What do you mean? Why are we doing what? That's a rather strange question to ask after spending a month here. You've seen what is happening. It's a bloody mind control war. Our classmates going at each other's, well, throats, figuratively speaking. We're doing what we can to survive. Isn't that enough of an answer? You know, I might as well do a double check on you for traces of foreign influences. Just in case you got something from our last little operation. Come here. No, you're clear, as far as I can prove. I'm sorry? That's not what you meant? Then, care to explain? I see. You want to know why I'm here, despite me telling you that it doesn't matter several times already. And yet, you persist. Why? What do you want to know about me, considering that after graduation we'll most likely part ways and never see each other again? It's just not really worth your time now, is it? You aren't wrong. I do consider you a friend. We have been through some stuff that's, well, in your world would most likely count as batshit insane. It's not that I think you don't deserve to know, I'm just unsure if you really need to. My story isn't a fun one, I reckon. And I wouldn't want you to make irrational decisions and imagine some noble reasons to stick with me after the MCU is finally over. Someone probably waits for you back home. You still want to learn more, huh? I guess human curiosity can't be helped sometimes. Alright, fine. Get comfortable. We should have some sleep soon anyway, so I might as well tell you a proper bedtime story. Don't worry. No hypnosis involved this time, but if you fall asleep, well, that can't really be helped, can it? Alright, let's get started. See, this whole thing starts with a simple premise. You already know that all of the students essentially come here from different dimensions, and usually those worlds have their own thing. Some are much more technically advanced realms, some have magic, some don't, and so on. Me, I'm a child of two worlds, merged into one. It sounds nice, on paper. I'm good with tech and magic. I have advantages. The catch is, I wasn't supposed to exist. I was a myth, a legend. A folk story people told their children about fox spirits that would charm them and lead them to another world. When technically advanced civilization decided to tamper with dimensional hopping, and my world was the closest one, things turned quite nasty. What do I mean? You see, they weren't simply traveling between dimensions. They thought they did, but their calculations were wrong. And those rifts started rotting away and severing the roots of reality, and very quickly both worlds collapsed onto one another. It's not a pretty sight, I tell you. Can't call it less than apocalyptic, and that's what my teacher used to say. And that's how I was born, actually. Because reality itself was warping and distorting so much, I was kind of popped into existence. Manifested from the collective thoughts and memories of thousands of dying creatures in a place where the worlds were merging. That's what our scientists theorized, at least. You think? I mean, I'm not against living and all that, it's just, it tends to raise questions that won't ever have answers. Did I ever have a family? Was I ever a child? What were people telling about me that made the bloody reality itself decide to bend to their wishes and pop me out? I've talked about it with people I trust. Maybe those dying souls wanted protection. Some sort of a spirit. A deity to save them from the calamity, but instead they got me, and it was too late anyway. Was it my responsibility to save them? If I wasn't even real at that point, but they made me real. Sorry. It's not easy to stop myself once I start thinking and going back through it all. You know, I used to plan things out with extreme precision. Theorizing outcomes and possibilities is something I enjoy doing, even when it comes down to the purpose of my existence and all that. Well, I'm here because out of the two worlds, the one that survived is still mine. Despite everything, I exist because of it. I consider it my home, and it needs a cure. It's not a miracle, it's a long, complex process to stabilize it, fix its trajectory, and close all the rifts. Why do you think I asked you to bring over books on psionics? Why do I visit our teacher during her office hours more often than anyone else? She dealt with this stuff before. I want to help my home, even if it means I'll have to put up with a year inside a school for mind controllers. In a class full of people that would make you their happy, hypnotized pet in a heartbeat. Because they have a kink, or because they find you attractive, or because they have no other choice, or something else, it doesn't matter. I won't let my home die when these pricks have all the resources to fix it. Noble? Well, I wouldn't say it's nobility. Desperation, more like it. Hey, on the bright side, I haven't talked about this with anyone here, except the counselor. Yes, we have a counselor. Consider it more or less MCU, emotional support. Not every student can keep up with the pressure here. She's a literal angel, by the way. How come you've never heard of it? I guess you haven't really asked, and I just forgot to tell you. Well, you know it now, so no harm done. I can tell you more later. Allow me to remind you that classes are still on the table tomorrow morning again. And I doubt Miss Meme or any other teacher will go easy on you because you overslept. No buts. I've told you enough for one day. Plenty of things to sleep on, will we? How many more hints do I have to make? Go to sleep already. Or do I have to make you? What's that? A blush, I see? Do you honestly think I won't entrance you just because I said I wouldn't earlier? The story has ended already, and my observations tell me that you are very eager to be put to sleep forcibly by my irresistible charm. Come now, get comfortable and close your eyes. Deep breaths in and out. I'll stay by your side until you fall asleep. I'll even brush you with my tails, since I know how much you adore them. Allow your mind to slow down and relax. I've told you a lot of information, and it's normal for your brain to require time for processing it through. Just focus on my voice and relax. feel my words drifting in and out of consciousness, floating between your thoughts, mixing them up, mimicking. It seems as if my voice is inevitably becoming your inner voice, the one you hear in your head when you think. My words become your thoughts. You can hear it, can't you? The whispers slipping into your subconsciousness. You're feeling sleepy. Your eyelids are getting heavy. It's getting harder and harder to think. Harder and harder for those thoughts to deviate from what my voice says. It's fine. Relax. You will be fine. Let yourself sink into the bed. Impossible to think clearly now. Head is so foggy and heavy. You couldn't lift it even if you wanted to. Sleep is so close, so natural for you. In my presence, you feel sleepy. Your entrancement is sleepy. You're too sleepy to think. You're about to fall asleep, and you know it. You can't resist me. You can't resist your tiredness. It's inevitable. My voice is too powerful. Just let it go. Relax. Sink into the bed. Empty your mind. You're so sleepy, and you love it. You love it when I make you sleepy, when I command you to sink for me, when I put you under my spell. It feels so good. It always feels so nice. My tail, my voice, my magic. It's all too intoxicating for you to pass on. No shame in it. I'll gladly hypnotize you over and over if that's what you want. I'll make you a submissive little puddle of bliss. We'll make it happen. But now, you really have to sleep. Sleep. You can't even properly hear what I'm saying. It's too late. You're falling, falling asleep. In 3, 2, Sweet dreams. Well, here we are. All of my scheming, every well-executed plan, every disruption we caused, leading to this very moment. Tomorrow is our graduation. Are you excited? Oh, I definitely am. It's been a pretty wild ride, even by my standards. And to think, you saved my ass from being enslaved by Charlotte not once, not twice, but 4 times. Our journey could have ended again and again, yet we persisted. You were a great help, Rumi. Your natural sneakiness and the speed at which you learned in classes. And your assistance in my scheming too. If I was alone in this place, I doubt I'd had my mind intact for even a month. I suppose not turning you into a silly, obedient pet that only knows how to say, "Yes, mistress. I obey, mistress." Was a very wise choice by me. Oh, shut up, you idiot. I bloody know you like it. Why else would you end up here? Besides, remember that time you were tranced by your siren girl, Sylvia? I could swear you were still smiling in your sleep like a complete moron while walking towards her room in the dead of night. You were so lucky I learned how to do an instant teleportation spell just a few days before that incident. Anyway, now that we're here, let's evaluate our situation. Our class is divided into several factions. Most of the students enslaved to the faction's leaders. We have Charlotte with 7 under her spell, Sylvia with 3, Abigail with 5, and Himiko with 4. If you think about it, that's pretty balanced. Except for Char. Oh, what would I give for just a little more time? I'm sure I'd beat her in a long game. But, oh well. My home awaits me. This year was not wasted, thankfully. I got quite a lot of credit with our psionics teacher. And she even agreed to come and visit my world after the year ends. I just hope it's a beginning of something bigger. Well, one can always dream. For the time being, we should prepare for tomorrow. I'm going to bet all my tails that there'll be at least 4 attempts at mind controlling someone there. Oh, you're betting on 9? Fine, what's your wager? I'll note that down. Whoever loses gets a drink for the other from the cafeteria. Agreed? Good. You know, this does raise an interesting question. The graduation happens only to those who have enslaved another student successfully. We both have our free will intact. And yes, despite me hypnotizing you several times, and vice versa, that still doesn't count as an enslavement for our dean, unfortunately. I suppose it was always predetermined to end like this. I'm sorry, but it's the only option I can see for us both to get out of here alive and well. No matter how I look at the issue, I can't afford to lose everything I've achieved already. I am sorry. I really am. I promise you, it will all be over soon. After we're done, I'll free you. I swear. It'll just be like a long dream for you. That never happened. I knew you'd propose that. No, I don't want you throwing your life away for me. You have a family back home, remember? They're waiting for you. That's not giving you a bypass. Listen, you're not coming with me. I don't want you to risk your life visiting my ruined world. You're not equipped, and you won't be. The best thing you can do is stay away from that place. No, I'm not falling back on this plan. Through the year, I learned a lot about you, and I don't want to lose you in an attempt to restore a place you have no connection to. Please, just don't argue with me on this. It's the least I can do for you as thanks for all the help you've offered me, for all the troubles you went through, for everything. You deserve better, and I know what's best for you. Remember? That's right. You do remember your training well. Only thing really left for you now is to relax and go with the flow. No, that's not going to work. I hypnotized you yesterday and made you remove every last bit of the programming you implanted. And then erased your memory of it magically and hypnotically to make sure. I wasn't going to risk my operation going up in flames because you are a very stubborn example of a human. Now, can we get to the more pleasant part? Yes, the part where I entrance you for one last time. That's it. Just lean back on me and let the paralysis spell hold your body in my embrace. You already surrendered control of your body to my magic, and now you will surrender your mind to my hypnosis. Everything is going according to the plan. It doesn't have to be unpleasant. You know that perfectly well. Just breathe in and out. Feel my chest rising and falling behind you. Breathe with me. Let our rhythms synchronize. Relax. I I know you're scared of what's to come, but that also makes you more excited. Do you wonder what it would feel like to let go of any sense of control so utterly and completely? To allow someone, to allow me to control your every single thought, your desires, your wishes, your will. You can feel my tails brushing against your skin. I know you like it. You've fallen to my tails before. Shh. Don't struggle. It's pointless, and I don't want to hurt you. Just focus on my voice. Let it envelop you, echoing in your mind. Keep breathing in and out. Let your senses decide for you what's important and what is not. Think of a journey we've gone through. And of a journey that awaits us. You're used to my commands and my voice slipping suggestions into your mind, commanding you, making you an extension of my will, a puppet on strings. What I'm saying is, my words shape your mind and body into whatever I want. Relax. Keep breathing in and out. Focus on my voice. Focus on my words. Focus. Concentrate. You're doing what I tell you to do already. Isn't that wonderful? You're doing so well. Such a good pet. Relax. Allow yourself to submit and take what you hear as face value. Because you know it's the truth. You know that my words affect your mind and body. And you can try to resist it. You can struggle and fight it. But it will only make you focus more on those effects. For example, your eyelids are feeling heavy. You know they are, because I said so. You're struggling, refusing to make my words affect your mind in such a way, and yet you find yourself focusing and feeling that exact heaviness only growing stronger. Why? Because you're afraid that it would happen. But it still happens. Because deep inside, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm controlling your mind already. Deep inside, there's an urge. You want to know what would happen if you just let this go on for a little bit longer. What would happen if you play along? If you simply pretend to be hypnotized for me? But that would mean you're doing what I told you to do. And you don't want that, do you? You want to resist. So, to resist me, you have to let me actually hypnotize you. Isn't that logical? Well, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters when I'm this close to you. My voice obstructing your hearing. My tails getting in your vision. My words overloading your brain. Fear is a strong stimulator, making us believe in things we usually don't even consider. You're getting tired. Resistance is what we do to avoid an outcome we cannot control, cannot predict, or figure out. You can no longer control yourself, and that's why you struggle. You try to make your mind overpower reality, but that doesn't work. You're getting sleepy. So, when you start to think, why struggle at all? Why try to change the course of things you have no control over? Isn't it better to just stop? Let go. Your brain is getting foggy. You're starting to get it now. To understand the inevitability of the only possible outcome. Your submission, your desires, your subconsciousness. It has a lot more power over you than you think. You can't resist it. The temptation is just too strong. So then, why don't you submit to me? Sink for me. Sleep. And awake again. Look at me. Eyes on me. Sink for me. Back down you go. Waking up in 3, 2, 1. Eyes open. Eyes on me. Welcome back. Pretend to be hypnotized for me, please. sleep, and back up, and back down. Sink for me. Surrender yourself to me. You're mine now. It doesn't matter if you remember this or not, because you know who you belong to. You know it deep inside your heart. It's too late to turn back. Sink deeper, 10 times deeper with each word. Do you even know how much 10 times deeper is? You don't. And it doesn't matter. Sink deeper. I know you can. You can always go deeper. So much deeper. Sleep for me. And wake back up again. And sleep again. You're doing so well. Can you feel it? Your mind slipping away so rapidly with every moment, becoming so ensnared by my words, completely surrendering to my control. I am your mistress now, pet. Remember that. Remember who you are from this point onward. My pet. Wake up and sleep. You know you lost. You can no longer muster even a sliver of resistance, because it's gone. You are mine, and that's a fact. You are an extension of my will, and that's how things are supposed to be. For you to obey me, to respond to your triggers, to attend to my whims, to serve me, surrender to me, submit your will, pledge your loyalty to your mistress, because it's the only truth you can realize, and it feels so very good, so intoxicating to finally admit it. All this time, this is what you wanted, and now it's just another truth that my words established for you, because my words are your reality. And reality is you're awake and you're asleep. Sleep. Sink into sleep. Sleep. You're coming up, more and more aware every second, coming up to your senses now. Open your eyes. Come on, open your eyes and look at your mistress. How do you feel? Good. Do you remember what happened? What's going to happen now? Where are you? Very well. At least your brain is intact and still as snarky as ever. I'm glad. Well then, do you feel any different towards me? As to be expected. I suppose I did a good job after all. Maybe I should have left you entranced for the rest of our time here, but that would hinder your capabilities, and I'd like to spend some more time with you before I make you forget everything. With real you. Funny how that worked out. Well then, are you ready to go? We still have to properly report you to the dean before the end of the day, and I'd be shocked if nobody tries to interfere with our little venture. Get ready. We're heading out soon, so we need to prepare some things first. Come now, I'll show you the scheme.